Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. How are we all? Let's wait for a few people to join. It's getting very empty in this place. With the builders in, everything's getting cleared away. My books are gone. Oh well. Got a few people in. Good evening to you. Welcome to your Monday night meditation. Hello, lovely Heather. You right, sweetie? Who else is in? Oh, come on. Lots of you in. Don't be silent. Pop your names in. Oh, Sarah Jane, the mechanic. How are you? How are you, dear? Have you got your spanners ready? Hello, Sue. Caroline, good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Right. Let's see who else is coming to join. Just give it a minute while I quickly get the calendar up for the after party. And I can tell you what's going on, which would be quite good because I hardly know what's going on myself most of the time. Patrick, good evening. Good evening. Perhaps you could send a private message, Patrick, to Sarah Jane about adjustable spanners. I think she'd appreciate the advice. I think her lovely, lovely partner is probably sat out in the kitchen shaking his head and clutching a bottle of slow gin. Anyway, hello, Joan. You're right, sweetheart. Nice of you to join us. All right. So I think we're all about here. How wonderful. So meditation time. So you know the drill, wherever you are. Sitting down, laying down, doesn't matter. It's your meditation. This is your time. So do it however you feel fit and drawn to do. I'm not mean, Sarah Jane. So however you feel, just get yourself into that nice restful place where the mind's occupied with just something gentle, something like the rhythm of the breathing, flowers, a cloud going across the sky, just something nice and gentle, just to relax it. Because when you occupy the physical mind like that, it allows your spirit to be able to be heard and to sing without hindrance. Excuse me. So it's the first day of the effects of the clock changing over here in the UK. And as always, today, well, I don't know if I'm the only one, but today I've been wandering around the days. I got up, it was too light, and now it's too dark. It's just, and you just think, oh, here we go. Winter is here. So, yeah, it's easy just to feel a little bit down at the moment, especially with the nights drawn in so quickly now. So we're just going to work tonight to dispel that, just going to let go of that little bit of depression. It's all part of life's natural cycle. Yeah, it's just, as I say, part of nature, just like a cattail wafting in face. Sue. Okay, Joan. Yes, Patrick. I think us gentlemen do walk around a bit of a stupor anyway, but never mind. I'm sure the ladies will agree. Or except Sarah Jane. So, yeah, just get yourselves nice and comfy. When the music comes in, just allow yourself to go with it. Just think of spring days. Just think of that, what's to come. We know the cycle of life. We know how it's an ever-turning wheel. Think of the winter months. Think of those bright, crisp days. Think of those moonlit nights when you can see the moon shining brightly through the bare branches of a tree. Think of those crisp mornings with either frost or snow about. All those things, those parts of winter that we enjoy. Each season has its own joy. And then moving on into the springtime. Just imagine the crocuses starting to push their way up, to open up their faces towards the sun again. And all those spring flowers coming in and feeling that beat of life return once again. So just in this time, this short 5 minutes, just visualise that little journey through the winter, all the good parts of winter. You know, all the ones, the memorable days. And then take yourself on further into the springtime. Just a reminder, everything is circular. It all comes around, goes around and comes back round. So I'll leave you alone now for this short time. Know that you're well and truly blessed. Know that you're safe. Know that you're watched over. Know that no harm can befall you in this time. Know too that you are exactly where you're meant to be at this time. Just enjoy this time, this moment, this short time of being at one with yourself, with nature, with that peace. God bless you all. Gently, gently bring yourself back. Revitalised and refreshed and reminded that all of life is a circle. The seasons, the reasons, people, the challenges all go around and come around again. It's all part of that wonderful, glorious circle of this life here at this time. Lovely, 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 lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. Quick shout out. Hello, Joan Frew. How are you? And Dawn Higher Guidance. Good evening. First time. I would remember that name. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So what have we got coming up? So exciting. This is always an exciting time, isn't it? I have unmuted myself. Yes, I have. Pleasure, Caroline. Thank you, Heather. It's all right, Jill. You can get it on catch up. Yes, I sympathise completely, Joan. I've spent the entire day on the computer and on the phone, and I've just got to a stage now where I really want to just turn it all off and run away. But apart from that, absolutely lovely. And you will get a mention very shortly in what's coming up. All right, Joni. Love that photo of you, Joan, in that outfit. Absolutely cracking. You looked $1 million. So, what have we got coming up? Where are we? 1st of November. Goodness me, where's this year gone? On Wednesday, we will not be having a healing session. I know it's the first Wednesday of the month, but the programme of the church is changing. However, we do still have existing bookings which need to be honoured. I can't just drop people for changing things. And we've got Rob and Linda Pallett who will be working. Now, Rob and Linda don't like to be televised live because of their own personal reasons, and that's absolutely fine with all our guests. So there will be an earlier service which will be broadcast at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. So you won't be seeing us live, but you will be seeing one of our previous services to join in. So that's this Wednesday, 3 o'clock live online. On Friday night at 7:30 we have a Spiritist night where we link up again with our Spiritist friends from across the world. At the moment I do not know who the speaker is. The last one, if you remember, had to be cancelled due to a bereavement within the family. So I don't want to go jumping up and down and asking questions. I'm letting people gently come round themselves. But we are due to have a Spiritist night, 7:30 live online on Facebook and our YouTube channel. That's Friday at 7:30. Saturday night. Now, you know, I said, it's funny, I can't get anybody for this Saturday, so something's up. I'm not listening to Spirit. And sure enough, I wasn't. But now I am. So, very pleased, we will be having an evening with the lovely Jack Eckhart, the head of the Danish Spiritual Association. A young guy from down this way, Stephen Mager, recently came into our orbit by taking a service here, and smashing guy, really is a name to remember. There is a huge potential there. And also, to be confirmed, Bill Rich. Just waiting on Bill to confirm that he will be joining us as well. And the discussion is going to be about virtual spiritualism. The idea of the evening, I've got these 3 guys together. Jack is very well versed on working online with his spiritual association. I sat in one of their services on Sunday night, and it's just lovely, absolutely wonderful. So he's very adept at working online. Stephen has just ventured out into working online and as intrigued as I was at the way that Spirit worked with us. And Bill has reservations about going online, which is absolutely fine. So it's going to be a really good lively conversation talking about the way that spiritualism is interacting in this virtual world, looking at some of our practices already developed, some of the things already going on, some of the things that are going on maybe we are not sure about, should we say. But also one of my passions is how we utilise it, because I do watch quite a few of these services and demonstrations online, and I do wonder sometimes when I see behaviours, and without sounding rude or snobbish, just total lack of knowledge. I went to a online dem recently, and I won't mention names, but the people holding the evening were totally unaware who their guest was or where they came from, and I just thought that was, I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be that discussion. It's here to stay. It's never going to go away unless the whole internet goes away. It's as simple as that. So if it is here to stay, how do we work with it intelligently? You know, how do we bring out those same standards and same heights and new opportunities too with the online that we are offered that we probably couldn't achieve within our physical centres. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that night. So that's Saturday night. Definitely Jack, definitely Stephen Mager, and to be confirmed, the lovely Bill Rich. That'll be 7 p.m. on the church and my Facebook page, also on our YouTube channel. Then on Sunday at 11 a.m, our service will be streamed live from the church. Thank you, Joan. No worries, Julian. Live from the church and live in church if you're in the area. The gentleman I just mentioned, Stephen Mager, will be here to take our Divine Style service. A Divine Style service holds prayer, healing, meditation, reading, philosophy, and a demonstration of evidential mediumship. So all rolled up into that. Yes, Sarah Jane. Yeah, you have, and you have. Yeah, there's something there, definitely, absolutely, definitely. So Stephen will be with us live at Poole on this Sunday morning for our 11 o'clock service, and available to view only in the comfort of your own home, wherever that may be in the world. Then, of course, we have meditation, Saturday morning 9 a.m, Monday nights 7 p.m. with the lovely me. We have a lady in the room today, very well-respected medium, Joan Frew, and I have the great privilege to be chairing a virtual divine service. This is something new to our agenda. On Sunday the 14th, which of course is Remembrance Sunday, at 6:30 in the evening. And it's all Joan's own development circle who will be running everything in the service, which I think is absolutely brilliant. We've really got to encourage the new mediums up and coming, and of course new online mediums is part and parcel of where we are now. It's a sign of today. So yeah, really looking forward to that. That will be available definitely on the church Facebook page. It will be a Zoom meeting, so all the advertising, which is out currently, but I will recirculate the meeting notes for the Zoom link. But yeah, come along and support that, because these are the mediums of tomorrow. They've gone for a really hard time having to change the way people sit from being physically there to electronically there. So yeah, that's Sunday the 14th, 6:30 p.m. In the morning, we will have our remembrance service live here within the church. It will be slightly different to our normal services because the day demands that reverence and respect. I can't say too much because there's just a couple of things I'm waiting for to fall into place. What we will be doing is the entire collection for the day, for that service, that will be donated to the Veterans Forge, which is an actual working forge, probably about 25 miles from us. And they specialise, as the name suggests, it's for veterans who are in various stages of mental well-being and physical health, and it gives people somewhere to go, to be within like mind. You know how we all excel and love it when we come into a church or a centre because we can talk to people in that energy. Well, you imagine that with all these wonderful ladies and gentlemen who are of military background, also being able to go to a place where everybody's on the same level, yeah, and we can actually talk and just really open up. And I do know, coming from a forces family, that is a huge value. Really, really is. So we've got to support all these different charities and bodies that assist those in need. So what better way than having our remembrance service with a difference, and all the money in the collection plate will go over to Will at the Veterans Forge. So that's the 14th. There's the notices, a bit scruffy tonight presented, apologies. Thank you, Joan. I'm a very ardent supporter of new mediums, and we've got to look for new ways of doing it. We do have a few physical services next year so far, where circles will be running the entire event, which is absolutely awesome. I'm not a lover of the open platform format because sadly it just wasn't up to the mark in this area. It may be working perfectly well in other areas, but sadly down this area it was failing to do exactly what it was set up to do. So we're going to have a slightly different shift. But anyway, that's enough of me waffling. Apologies, I've gone on extra long tonight. Thank you very, very much everybody for joining tonight. It's been absolutely wonderful as always. Thank you for holding this space for everybody. If you're watching now or later on in catch up, I hope you enjoyed it, and just keep abreast. If you want to know what's coming up at the church for the month ahead, go to our website. I'm promoting the website because we do tend to get a bit Facebook centric at times, and not everybody's on Facebook. So every month now the events for the month will be on the church website, which is Paul Spiritualist Weebly. Just type that in, you'll find it. Alright everybody, have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Joan. Yes, definitely have a restful week. Take care, and we shall see you all during the week at some stage in some form. Lots of love. Bye bye.